Last week, I had an interaction on one of my social media pages. Quite honestly, I don't really look at the social media things. And someone sent me a message that, some guy was kind of poking me on one of my videos where I talk about the Atlas. So I went and looked, and to give you a little perspective where I am now, halfway through my morning workout, and it's where I process a lot of things about myself and how I'm perceiving life. I just want to give you that perspective. So this interaction put on my mind. Essentially, the guy was, and he's another chiropractor. Let's give you that as well for perspective. He starts poking fun at me talking about the Atlas and how he's been quote unquote treating people and never touches it, never touches Atlas. I don't know this individual. I don't care to know him, but he's stepping into my world and knocking what I'm passionate about and essentially knocking my profession. Because when you go and look at what he doesn't do chiropractic. He uses the degree to do other stuff. So it gives me a bird's eye view of the man I'm dealing with. And to look at my personal life and things I've been through, those closest to me that I love that have suffered because no one talked to them about the Atlas or educated them. And I've made it my life mission to educate about the Atlas. So when this dude comes in and wants to throw a jab, I'm going to block it and swing back. And that's where this moment right now that we're in, can't say I was fully proud on some of the things I said. Told him he's a joke. I told him he's a clown. He made some comments to incite that. There was other things I wanted to say. I even wanted to delete the whole thing. But in truth, if I'm going to say something, I'm going to stand by it. Even if I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. I don't think it was nice I called him a joke or a clown. I can live with that. I'll let him know that. But I also let him know you're stepping into my house, my walk in life, and you're mocking. And I won't stand for that. I don't care who you are. And if people need to see that, and I'm going to leave the post out there, I got nothing to hide. They could say, well, Judson, you're a leader. Leaders need to behave different, whatever. Listen, I think because someone starts labeling you and puts you on, I don't know, different level, you don't have to change who you are or what helped you get there. And wherever there is, it's all man's perspective. I'm not much different than many of you, other than the fact that I found my passion and purpose in life by overcoming a lot of pain and seeing a lot of people suffer. And I don't like to see people suffer when I know they can be helped. And I'm used to being judged, but I'm here to tell you, I'm really not being judged by the public as much as I am by my own damn profession. People will say, I don't know, doesn't matter what they say. I'm not even going to go there. But for those of you that care, for those of you that are in this walk, I had someone ask me the other day, because I'm in Florida, they said, do you miss your studio? I have a studio in Connecticut. And I said, man, I don't need a studio to make content. I don't make content to make content or build a following of people that I could make a list, sell. I could educate 5 people and they could go out and serve more and have a passion for changing people's lives and help more sick and hurting people. I'm fulfilled. And I know in my walk in life, I'll talk to my God, say, hey, man, I'm sorry for calling your son a clown, but God, he's a clown and I'll let you deal with him, but I'm not going to stop. Halfway through my life, it's a sick and suffering world out there. It's not getting any better unless we get our hands on them and help people discover how amazing God made them, self-healing, self-regulating. Did a talk in front of a group this month, and I was getting introduced, and this was a non-chiropractic group. And essentially they pulled a bio off line of me somewhere, and within there, the word chiropractic comes up 4 or 5 times, and I'm watching the crowd, and I could see some people's arms cross. Some people kind of look at each other and smile. So I called the elephant out in the room. I said, hey guys, listen, the outcome of my conversation with you right now is to open you up to how amazing you are, and God created you to be self-healing, self-regulating. And as a society, we've lost that faith. We've lost that trust. We've lost that. And they started nodding their head in agreement. I said, but the one elephant in the room here is I'm stigmatized. And I saw it in many of your eyes as I was getting introduced. And the word chiropractic came up. One guy in the back left had his arms folded and he shifted and smiled at me. I said, I'm a quack. I'm not a real doctor. I'm a joke. I get all that. But I want you to slip and check yourself right now and ask yourself, why are you thinking that? Are you thinking that because maybe another experience you had where you went to a chiropractor and it wasn't what you thought it should be? And you're probably right. In today's society, it probably wasn't what it should be because my profession has lost its way. 4 men uncrossed their arms. And I said, our history is loaded with genders, skin colors, accents, lists, injured people being judged by how they talked, walked, or looked. And history shows that we shouldn't do that. So open your heart right now. Let's talk about how you personally could transform your life if you change your perception. And then I talked about the Atlas. And the majority of them are coming into the office now. And they said they were blown away by the sincerity of the message, how real, and yet how simple it was. And the simple fact, the man with the crossed arms that came in said, this is not snake oil stuff. Snake oil doesn't last over 130 years. Chiropractic's been around over 130 years, transforming lives safely, effectively. And the best part is the person heals themselves. That ain't fake stuff, man. And you got to be checking that Atlas. It's the power source. And I'll tell you now, if you don't like the message, go make your own. Don't try to poke me, 'cause I'll swing back. And I'm no keyboard warrior. I speak all over the country. Show up. I'd love to sit down and have a conversation with you and talk about it, because I don't like keyboards either. Be blessed.